You're watching the Wrestling Nerd Broadcast. Now here's your hosts, Tom, Nick, and Dave. It's you, it's me, it's NRD. It's you, it's me, it's NRD. Uh-huh. Let's start the show.
That is right, ladies and gentlemen. It is me, CND. Welcome to episode 165 of the Wrestling Nerd Broadcast. Thank you for joining us. If you haven't already done so, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you never miss a video. We've got new shorts coming out now with reviews of shows and such. So yes, of course, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already done so. We are full blast on the Tom Says Highway to Mania, but we had to make a pit stop in Greensboro, North Carolina with Revolution this past Sunday, or 2 Sundays ago when this goes up. I never remember that. But as you can see on our YouTube channel, I did a little predictions video and only missed one. I missed one. I know, Tom, I'm so sorry that the executive producer here has to do all this work, do predictions on his own. But guess what that did? That freed up.
You didn't even
ask. You by all means volunteer. That's what it's all about. But
I didn't get the message either, Tom.
Well, here's the thing, fellas. Here's the thing. I won the Revolution prediction contest. So you know what that means? As the executive producer of this show, I am now the #1 contender to the crown, and I will challenge JP Hooper for the crown at Wrestle NRD Mania. No one else deserves it. It's all me. I am going to WrestleMania, baby.
Excuse me.
Oh, what the hell?
I think some of us might be a little more deserving, having outlasted 29 other men in a Royal Rumble.
I'd say so.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the Wrestling NRD Rumble, Mr. Garrett Gamarra. I can never pronounce his last name.
It's the last one. Whatever.
Gamarra.
There you go.
Welcome to the broadcast, Garrett. But you're too late.
Dave.
I'm already in.
Shut up, Dave. I always used to like whenever I read your name, Garrett. I think I read your last name as Camera, but Gamarra.
Oh, okay.
Does anyone ever call you Garrett Gamarra?
No. I always think of how like Lois Griffin says Tamara.
I hate Family Guy. That's good.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the 2024 Men's Royal Wrestling NRD Rumble, Mr. Garrett Gamarra. Garrett, thank you for coming on the show tonight.
Yeah.
I love you, buddy. I know you've had a rough offseason in baseball. Shohei Ohtani is a Dodger.
No, we're not talking about.
Yo, is he married to Kairi Sane? Yeah.
He just got married, I know.
Wait. Shohei Ohtani married Kairi Sane?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it's true.
Or are you just being extremely
It could be the
No, I saw a thing on Twitter.
I saw you like just casually mention like, yeah, I got married. Like, what? How did we not know about this?
I did see that though, but I don't know if it's true.
I saw it on Twitter. I don't know.
Don't mind me going to Google.
We lost Facebook there, and we had everybody to the X.
Had to send an actual text to Tom and Nick. Like,
I hated that because I was working. And Dave, I don't know how Dave. I don't know why Dave's texting me, but Garrett, did the Facebook and Instagram downage affect your life negatively in any way?
No. When was this? A few days ago?
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
This was Monday.
Perfect.
No, it was Tuesday.
It was a great Facebook shortage of 2024.
So to recap, folks, Nick announces that he and Linda are expecting their next child, and boom, internet breaks. Just saying.
Nick is also Kim Kardashian.
I mean, I can say that for a fact that nobody's ever seen me and Kim Kardashian at the same place at the same time. I mean, so take that for what it is.
I mean, I guess. Didn't this happen once before though? Like we lost Facebook and we were supposed to record or something happened and we weren't sure what we were gonna do. And
I'll say this: I remember when I first started at New Beginnings Window and Door in July 2021. Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter all went down, and I made a graphic to put up right away afterward. I was like, you know what wasn't down? Our YouTube channel. You should check us out and subscribe. Went way up and subscribe. Like, yeah, YouTube was fine. So people were going there, and TikTok and Twitter. Good old X. Thank you, Elon Musk, for helping us out. It's fantastic.
Nope, don't ever thank Elon Musk for anything.
Listen, I'm just trying to help the algorithm any way I can.
Nope, I'd rather not get famous.
But yeah, I can't find anything about Shohei Ohtani's wife. I'm just saying. But
Fine.
But yeah, just really quick, shout out to Mabel Toys. When Virgil passed away last week, I immediately messaged him. I was like, "Hey, I need a Virgil Hasbro," and he with a sad face, and he goes, "No problem, bro. I got you. 20 shipped." I'm like, "Oh, by the way, he just passed away." He's like, "Oh, $80 then." He did not actually charge me $80, but I just had to let him know. I didn't want to make him think I'm getting sale. But I wanted to do this live because we say how great his shipping is with this. So obviously we got it in the wrap. Okay, what the and then he's got it here in the super cardboard and then bubble wrapped inside of that.
That's excessive.
Yeah.
We love Mabel Toys. I've seen Mabel Toys in Marketplace and Facebook.
What'd you say, Tom?
He does not wrap things like that for me, but he wraps them very well.
Well, he knows who the executive producer of this broadcast is, pal. He takes care of me. I'm a VIP client of his.
Shut up, Dave.
I'm just saying. Royalty
Garrett,
gets treated
Garrett,
properly.
Do you collect Hasbros at all?
No, I don't have a single one.
Not one. Do you want
to? I'm actually since I last recorded, we moved to a smaller
RIP.
We moved to a smaller place, so I don't even have a single figure in my new apartment right now. It's all in storage. So I'm like, I could take a break and save some money.
Oh, he's right got the punch arm.
Or if you wanted, you can buy all of my figures. I'll sell you every single micro brawler. Every single one.
I have so many though.
But you can have many more.
You're an OG micro brawler collector, if I'm not mistaken, Garrett.
Sure.
Yeah.
So, or should I refer to you by your legal tender name of Snuggles Redondo? If you don't know, folks, go back and watch the last episode Garrett was on. It was pure chaos. I had to mute everybody, including Harold.
I was there for that.
Disgusting, dirty people. But yeah, so what's that, Tom?
I was just remembering. And it made me laugh.
But speaking of the last time we will ever see Sting in a wrestling ring was at Revolution, where I did successfully become the new #1 contender for the crown. Garrett, we'll ask you first. What did you think of Sting's last match? Hopefully ever. Leave the memories alone.
I liked it. It was a lot of fun. That Darby spot was insane and one of the bloodiest things that I've ever seen.
Oh.
So,
yeah,
I showed one of my coworkers and he was like, God damn. I was like, remember that guy that I told you about? He's kind of like Jeff Hardy mixed with Sting, like if they had a baby.
That's a good explanation.
That's a very good explanation.
Yeah. And then he was like, Jesus Christ.
But yeah, that's apparently like they like went over like that spot with like stunt coordinators to like figure out how you place the glass, where you place the glass, what side of the glass to put up. But yeah, the like he just comes out of that looking like just gushing out of every hole in his back. Like I feel like the last time I saw something that instantaneously gruesome was Matt Cardona versus Nick Gage, where he had that piece of skin hanging off his arm, and I was terrified. I was like legit concerned. I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna watch one of my favorite wrestlers die right now.
Yeesh.
And then like he got like when Darby got back in the ring, you could see the pool of blood that had collected in where he was, and it literally just looked like a murder scene. Like
yeah. When they
and now he's gonna climb Mount Everest.
It was all like bandaged up, but you could just see like it like seeped through the bandages, like they were doing the thing.
I remember after the Cardona Gage match, he laid in the bed and they had to like tell the hotel room service, like, yeah, they're gonna think there's a body missing somewhere. Like it just looks like a murder scene in the hotel. I've got a towel taped to my back.
Yeah,
there was a piece of glass that had gotten like stuck in his back and got like infected and stuff.
Yeah, I remember him saying that
afterwards. But I think the craziest part of the whole thing was the people in the crowd that had no idea like this giant blast of glass was coming. These are like not seasoned deathmatch folks that are getting these tickets.
Dude, that was like the big controversy of like, wow, AEW doesn't care about its fans, like glass right in their faces. You know what? Like, get over it. Get over it.
Also,
you
say this:
saw the pane of glass. You knew that. You literally like. There's no way Darby was landing on a person. Like, there was no setup for him to land on one of the Young Bucks, like at all. It was very clear he's jumping off of a ladder through a pane of glass on some chairs. That was very obvious. There was no way. I don't know who it was, Matt or Nick, was like gonna get hit.
It was Nick. Matt pulled him out of the way.
There's no way that there was gonna be contact between the two of them. You see Darby go up there. I'm gonna say it, and I'm gonna sound like a jerk. If you don't want to get sprayed with the glass, go like this. Go like this, because there's going to be highlights, and you'll see it again. Who cares? I have opinions on that match.
There was this photo has been making the rounds. I don't know how well it's going to show, but it's a photo that they show ahead of like Dynamite. But somebody's like, "Oh, this is the BS warning they gave before Revolution." I'm sure they did, but I'm like, "Oh, it's really convenient. That Revolution set looks a lot like Dynamite usually does." But so it says this, fan code of conduct. Caution, if you have a seat on the floor, you are at risk of being struck by persons, objects, barricades, and other items. Please be aware of the action as you are watching and move out of the way if someone or something is coming your way. By staying in the area, you assume all risks of injury to yourself and your property.
They have that. Them and WWE have that at the beginning of every show.
I saw the Wrestling Revolver do pancakes and pile drivers during WrestleMania weekend in 2019, and they have the best message ever. Like they give like that, like by being in the crowd, you agree to be on camera and such. And then the final line is, "If the action comes towards you, get the fuck out of the way." And we're all just like, yeah. I also remember I was at an indie show where Moxley fought Pentagon, and they like start brawling in the crowd, and I'm like in an almost empty section, and I'm just like, and he starts to, and I'm like, oh shit. Like they just start barreling through 10 chairs. I'm like, oh my God. But yeah, just wear glasses, folks. That's how you do it. You wear glasses, you're fine. Nick's screwed. The rest of us were fine. Everybody who's ever made fun of people in glasses, you deserve glasses.
I have enough pairs of glasses for Nick to be able to borrow at least 10.
Closed-toe shoes. Also, I've heard that was a good idea.
Yeah.
Unlike Margaret at a death match last summer, piece of glass falling 3 inches from her toes.
So I have thoughts on the Sting match.
Okay, what are your thoughts, Tom?
Actually, I have thoughts on a lot from whatever that pay-per-view is called. That Sting match, I was shocked that Sting went out on top. Shocked. I love that I read a lot of Sting saying like, yeah, that's the only thing I didn't want to happen.
Really?
Yeah, he didn't. Sting was like, I don't need to win.
Yeah, makes sense.
I think it was a very good passing of the torch to Darby from Sting. It was fun. It was exciting. I don't think there was a moment where I'm like, this match sucks.
Yeah, no. Start to finish, that was great.
Sting's kids doing the splashes in the corner, phenomenal. I saw a tweet of someone's like, with the kid in the Wolfpack Sting outfit, was like, he has been holding on to that jump for 20 years and he's finally been able to let go. That kid was flying.
They took off from like the other corner and landed. I think Renee Paquette tweeted out like, I think that jump comes with a contract.
Yeah. I mean, I was getting worried that they weren't going to land in the corner because how far away they were jumping from.
Yep.
That was really cool. And I will say too, and I don't know how you guys felt when Sting came out and it was Surfer Sting and like, you couldn't really tell just yet.
Yep.
I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah. We all thought at first, I was like, oh my.
It's the Sting of our youth.
Yep.
Not like our teen youth. Like
when we were little singers.
And I'm like, oh yeah. Like I remember I was just like sitting there alone watching this, and I go, oh fuck, yes. And then out comes Wolfpack Sting. I'm like, wait, he's way too little. Where's Sting? And then he comes out, and I'm like, that's got to be his kids. It's got to be his kids. It's kids, right? It's got to be his kids. And I'm not a Sting guy. I'm not a Sting guy. I got in the feels, and I thoroughly enjoyed every moment.
Yeah.
I'm not done. And then he goes and does the media scrum afterwards. Him and Darby showed up at that. Like, what? Tony's like, I'm really appreciative that you showed up at this. You didn't have to. Like, you could have stayed in the ring talking to people all night. This is your night. This is up to you. And like, to me, that's a supportive boss. Okay,
No.
Dave, let's hear from Nick.
Yeah, I mean, I can agree with a lot. I was just thinking when you were talking about the different Stings, and I thought the same thing. I thought he was coming out as Surfer Sting when he first came out. I thought the kid was him and stuff, but they should have done it like Mick Foley Royal Rumble style, where he came out as the Surfer Sting, and then he gets like hurt and ambulanced in the back or something, and then like all of a sudden drops from the ceiling, and he's like Crow Sting, and then like they could even have done the Wolfpack Sting somehow, and just had him keep coming back with different gimmicks.
Well, I said they should have done like the John Cena WrestleMania 25 entrance, where they have like 20 Stings line up and just do the hand something, or just do like the Bad Arch,
just all the Stings,
all the different Stings. But I think it was
well done.
Phenomenal. It was very well done.
And big ups on WWE too for like acknowledging it.
For mention, yeah, Michael Cole mentioned it on Raw and was like, and they did it in a perfect way. They acknowledge it. They don't mention where it happened, but they just mention it.
You could tell McAfee was trying to keep talking about it. Michael Cole cut him off right away, and he was like, "All right, back to it."
He was like, Chad Gable puts on a wrist lock. But no, they acknowledged it wonderfully, and a lot of people shit on WWE for allegedly not allowing footage to AEW during like the montage, the hype package. Apparently, WWE was never asked if they would loan AEW footage for the montage. They just used New Japan, I think Noah, and some other random stuff that they were able to find, but
they get TNA.
I don't think
no TNA stuff.
That was weird.
And I'll say this: like, when I think of Sting, I think of Sting in WCW and then TNA. I don't think of his WWE run at all. So I don't really like, what footage are they going to show of him in WCW? Getting pinned by Triple H, getting injured by Seth Rollins.
Yeah. It would have been nice to see like some of the WCW footage, but I that video package got me too, and I don't care.
I'm in that same boat. Like when he just went, "It's showtime." Last time, and I'm like, "Oh, let's go! Let's fucking go!" I got hyped for that.
I saw a meme. It was like this Simpsons meme, where Homer is like, he makes the barbecue set. He goes, that's one good-looking barbecue. Why does mine look like that? And it was like, that's one good-looking retirement match. Why doesn't mine look? And it's like Kurt Angle versus Baron Corbin.
Oh gosh, yeah, I've seen the memes like, that's a retirement match, and they're like they're like hitting the under, like that's a retirement match. And so one thought that I had that would have been hilarious is if they did it similar to Airplane, but like Sting just drags like one of the Young Bucks across the like front row of legends, like Magnum TA gets a punch, fucking the other Scotty Riggs gets a punch, and Lex Luger gets a slap, like just across the whole front row. Would have been hilarious.
Just leave Lex Luger alone. I don't know if he could handle that.
He was there. He can get a little slap in.
I don't know if he can handle any physical contact. That man looks awful.
True. I do want to make a point that was brought up by another legend in Bully Ray. I think it was on Busted Open Radio. He's like, I think WWE could do a better send-off for Sting, and they should. And we could still get that Undertaker Sting match. And I would just like to say, as one of Undertaker's on my Mount Rushmore wrestlers, I never want to see that man wrestle ever again. Never. Like, Sting worked in AEW because of smoke and mirrors and a tag partner. Like, he had his big spots. Yeah, like, no, I don't want to see Sting versus Undertaker, because last time I saw Undertaker,
can still go. Undertaker can't.
Yes, he just
think
can't.
They could do it. They could do it if they did like some special effects and stuff and made it like really gimmicky.
Nope.
I mean, we don't need a lot of headlocks and takedowns and stuff.
I said like the hype would be amazing. The hype package would be phenomenal. The match would be garbage. Like it would make David Arquette.
Ric Flair's available now. They can bring Ric Flair.
Nope. You guys are making big mistakes.
Oh God, no.
I thought the same thing though. I thought that just in time for Sting to go ahead and show up in Mania. It's like, wouldn't that be such?
I'm curious if he gets like a Legends deal now.
He's absolutely going to get a Legends deal now. Why wouldn't he? Take that money. Because Tony Khan offered him a job doing not wrestling.
Yeah.
And Sting's like, we'll think about it. He's like, we'll have a meeting. And I'm assuming it's because he's going to sign a Legends deal. Like, yeah, the dude wants to retire and like he doesn't want to be a manager of valet or anything. But like the dude could do backstage training. Like he can be set doing easy jobs. I think he's not going to do anything with AEW because he's just going to take the Legends deal and sit down and collect a shit ton of money.
Exactly. Yeah, they can just keep giving him a new action figure every other year, put him in the video games.
Yeah.
So he had the Legends deal for a while, and that's how we like first found out was because like I think it was like a Crow Sting figure was supposed to come out in like a Legends line or something, and then like all of a sudden it just disappeared, and then people go like, whoa, what happened? Like, why is the Sting figure not coming out? Then they look and then they're like, oh, he's not, I don't think he has a Legends contract anymore. And then like I want to say maybe like a month later or something he appears on AEW. So he must have like been sitting comfortably and then gone like, you know what, I think like maybe after seeing Daniel Bryan and Edge and you know all these people coming back, going like, I think I have it in me for one more run.
And Sting didn't feel like he overstayed his welcome ever. Like he always felt fresh. He wasn't there every week, but he was there regularly. You know,
he definitely outstated my expectations, like whatever he was going to do when he came back. Yeah. Remember that period of time where he was just jumping off of stuff?
Yeah.
He was doing the new
crazy. Sting won a lot, but put everyone he wrestled over. He made people look so good. And I appreciate that. You know who else made people look good? Ready for the segue? Will frickin' Ospreay.
Oh yeah. Here's the thing: as good as that match was, I think I enjoyed Sting more. Just saying.
I don't know if I well, yeah, I did. I like blood. I was shocked with the Ospreay Takeshita match. That was incredible. I want to give a big like
give him a big ice pack. Jesus. That spot in the corner where his back just hits the fucking rope. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
and then
that was
the fact that he came out again tonight and wrestled the Australian guy and
Kyle Fletcher.
Another banger.
Yeah, like, it's a big time signing for AEW.
Speaking of big time, you ready for the other segue? Kazuchika Okada.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect fit to put him with the Bucks.
My God.
Perfect fit.
As a heel. Nobody seen him coming in as a heel.
Have you ever been a heel?
Yeah. Yes.
Bucks is a heel.
Genuinely don't know.
His heel work is amazing. He started wearing long pants instead of trunks because he didn't know who he was anymore in Japan.
Oh, that was just before All In, right?
No.
No.
Well after. And then he came back and he figured out who he was and he took off his jacket, short pants. Everyone lost their mind.
Yeah.
I wasn't finally. I wasn't alone. Yeah, I think putting Okada with the Bucks makes a lot of sense for a number of reasons. One, I think Okada will be more comfortable being in AEW because of his relationship with the Bucks.
Yep.
So having them being together makes sense. Two, I assume he's going to just live at one of the Bucks' house for a while. Three, I said this in our Patreon chat. I think it allows the people who don't know who Okada is, it immediately puts like star power on him.
Absolutely.
And it's going to immediately get him hated. And I think it's so brilliant. He won't get lost in the shuffle like a lot of people do. Yeah. And oh God, I'm so fucking jazzed.
So here's I've heard other people bring up this point, and it applies to Will Ospreay too. Obviously, when they've come by for Forbidden Door and All Out or All In, whatever the hell was in Wembley. It's a special appearance. It's this, it still has that aura similar to when AEW started. It has this like, oh, we don't know it too, we haven't seen it every week. But now that you're going to see Ospreay and Okada presumably every week is it only a matter of time before the luster and the shine wears off on it? Like,
No,
I'm just a little worried about that too. I mean, just because, and AEW does have a track record with this. They bring in this big hot free agent signing, and then they're on ROH TV.
Give me one example.
Keith Lee.
I'm just kidding, Dave. There's so many examples.
Just saying.
Garrett,
William Regal.
Garrett, are you a big New Japan guy or no?
Yeah. I mean, like not so much in more recent years, because I feel like with AEW kind of taking all their talent and stuff, but like before, like that was the only way to see Kenny Omega. That was the only way to see the Young Bucks. Yeah, they were on ROH and stuff, but the best way to see all these banger matches, they still have like Naito and Tanahashi, and I love Takahashi. Oh, I love that. They still have so much talent over there. It's hard now.
It's hard to follow, right?
Yeah, like I think I just saw Jungle Boy just joined, what do they call, House of Torture or something?
Yeah.
I know Evil, and I don't know any of the other people in there.
Evil sucks. I hate him.
I liked him when he was with
Sonata.
LIJ, yeah. Sonata.
Hate him.
Did he still come out with the big sickle and like the hood and all that stuff, or is that like he's giving me
I don't think so.
I don't honestly. I don't know. I barely watch New Japan at this point because it's one. There's so much to watch, and then two, there's way too much going on right now of like all these new factions, people leaving. I don't know who's with who, and I feel like it's a lot of foreigners now. And
isn't Dolph Ziggler there now, or Nick Nemeth?
He's everywhere.
Matt Riddle's the TV champion, I think.
Bro,
that's a mistake.
Bro.
Whatever that is. I just have to intervene really quick. Speaking of New Japan and Okada, I do have to give credit to Jonathan Hodap because he just brought this up in our Patreon chat. He said he scrolled and saw this photo of Okada in the box. He goes, "Man, Cody looks different." And I'm like, you know what? That's great. We've upgraded. Can we get Cody? We have Cody at home, and it's now suit and tie Okada. And also maybe I just haven't seen the Rainmaker that often. Did he like kind of be sloppy with his Rainmaker there?
That was the sloppiest Rainmaker I've ever seen in my life.
Okay, because like he grabs Eddie and it looks like he's making a move that HR needs to be called on, and then just how do I spin this large man?
But it's like it's hard to do it's not like an RKO. It's hard to do a surprise Rainmaker because like you have to physically grab their hand but stand behind them,
spin them
around, and then clothesline them. It's like you can't just turn them around and do it. Like so like Eddie Kingston's walking and it's like he has to have his right hand here and then Okada has to grab it, bring him kind of.
He's not a small guy.
Yeah,
that's a good reach around.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just glad I wasn't like, wait, is this different than how I remember? Because the only time I've seen Okada wrestle live is at Madison Square Garden, and I was like way back. So I'm like,
when he puts the Rainmaker, like when he puts that gusto on, it's like, oh, they're dead. Like they're dead. It's like Will Ospreay's elbow hit. They're dead. I don't.
It's probably hard to move around in that tight ass suit too. That you got on. You got like a suit jacket on.
You got a medium there for Okada. But I'll say this: I know Okada's
fucking hot.
One of the wildest things is like, so I don't know who had it first. I'm not here to play favorites. Whether the zoom out angle, I don't know if Okada had that first or if it was the best friends. Okay, just assuming. But when they did that at the Garden, and they do the zoom out thing. I've never seen a crowd go wild in an arena for a camera pan.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, this is special. Okay.
And AEW they don't get it right ever.
No.
The timing on the zoom out that AEW does is like
very late.
2 seconds behind.
Yep.
New Japan has that zoom out just dialed in. And if AEW is going to hire anyone, hire that camera operator.
Yep.
So I'm surprised Tony Khan isn't on the jet over there with the checkbook. Like, come on, we need our zoom in director. Head of Okada Zoom.
What do you do for a living? Oh, I just hit the zoom out button for AEW.
That's it.
Not even for AEW, for Okada.
All right, let's go home.
You guys next week.
Oh, we got Okada the first match. Oh, early night, fantastic. No, I am excited to see what Okada and Ospreay do in All Elite Wrestling. You know, I'm excited because you've heard about them for so long. As somebody who doesn't watch New Japan regularly, like I kind of get into it at Wrestle Kingdom, you know, and Forbidden Door, obviously. But now I'm going to see them week after week. So let's see if that mythical aura kind of still like how long that lasts, you know, because I'm not as excited to see like when AEW started, I was super excited to see Kenny Omega every week, and then it kind of wore off a little bit, but then he got it back. So why are you shaking your head at me, Tom?
Kenny Omega doesn't wear off.
Well, no, I'm not saying like it wore off complete, but to an extent, like, okay,
like
I've seen him week after week after week after week.
All right. You just don't like wrestling. I get it.
I love wrestling. I'm a big Cody guy. Yes, the internet hates me because I like WWE as well. I'm so sorry, everyone.
So, Garrett, if you could kill any wrestling promotion off, but all the wrestlers have to die, which one is it?
GCW, man. It's in the match.
Is Control Your Narrative still around?
Oh, Jesus.
Perfect. Garrett, you can come on the show every week. I know where you align. Perfect. Kill them all.
Oh, shit. I mean, I'd say the NWA, but Billy Corgan's trying to kill it himself.
Do you remember when Control Your Narrative was like a thing for like a minute and a half? And like
it was like EC3 and Braun Strowman and one other person that I don't remember.
And it was a flop.
Didn't Matt Cardona do a match against EC3?
He did one, but that was when he was going through like all the questions.
Yeah, he was going through all the. Well, no, I remember Braun Strowman like mentions Control Your Narrative. Like he was in the main event of an indie I went to, and he's like, "Yeah, make sure you check out Control Your Narrative." And some guy just yells, "What the fuck is that?" You just unlocked a core indie moment for me.
EC3 could kick rocks.
Oh man,
that dude sucks.
No, WWE sucked at booking him. Let's be clear about that.
No, he's a shit human.
I mean, I'm not here to judge anybody's lifestyle or rating as a human. That's what we have you here for, Tom. But I'm just saying, on the mic and in the ring, EC3 was great. His work in TNA, top notch.
But he was good at TNA, but I never really.
And his NXT run, phenomenal as well.
Nope.
Fantastic NXT. When they brought him to the main roster and just had him not talk.
They should have brought Dixie Carter in.
You probably think the Ultimate Warrior was a good wrestler too, Dave. I get it.
Yes.
He had one move.
He had two. He had his run, and he had his gorilla press, and he'd run away. Again, shit human being. Not going to deny that, but, you know.
And shit wrestler.
10-year-old Nick liked the Ultimate Warrior. I was into it.
Who's your favorite?
Who's your favorite racist professional wrestler girl?
Well, you know what? The Ultimate Warrior left his legacy because every April WrestleMania weekend they give away the Warrior Award during what? The Hall of Fame ceremony. And guess what? We've got 2 Hall of Famers announced. As a Hall of Famer myself, I am pleased to welcome fellow Westchester Community College alumni Paul Heyman to the Hall of Fame. Maybe I'll induct him in Philadelphia. Just saying. And then Bull Nakano. Is Bull Nakano official?
Yeah.
Okay. Official.
Yeah.
Bray is like all but official.
Yep, I've heard Bray Wyatt as well. Do you think they could do Luke Harper at the same time?
I thought maybe like I don't know.
No, they won't do a Wyatt fan. They won't. I don't think they would do that because they want to really give Bray his flowers.
Yep.
And I understand that.
So we asked in the Patreon chat who would induct Bray.
And that's the hard one.
Because obviously you would assume JoJo, his wife, and brother Bo Dallas accepted on his behalf. Maybe you throw IRS in there as well. Like, do you have Strowman and Rowan? Because I know I forget who it was in the Patreon. Tom, it may have been you, but like said like go full on TV show for it. Have the puppets do it.
I think yeah. So agree or disagree, that's fine. I think that if they're gonna induct Bray, and like again, I said Bray's dead, that sucks. I was not a huge Bray Wyatt guy. Can I respect what he did? Yes. I think going balls to the walls, cinematic masterpiece for that induction, where you have a good 5-minute video package of like what the hell's going on. The puppets, Abigail, Uncle Howdy, all this weird stuff happening. And then it goes in, and you've got a puppet pop up here, real life. Puppet pop up here, real life. Puppet pop up here, real life. Lights go out. Lantern.
Yep.
Lights go out. Boom. Whoever's inducting.
IRS reminding everyone to have their taxes filled out.
I think that if they're going to induct Bray into the Hall of Fame, it needs to be much bigger than, well, Bray Wyatt, Wyndham Rotunda was a great man. Like it needs to be cinematic.
Yeah. I do have a question. Just excuse my ignorance here. Is Bull Nakano still alive?
Yes.
I just remember seeing pictures of her as a kid, like taking out.
I'm 95% sure that she.
Okay, I'm just saying because typically the Hall of Fame has one deceased person in the class.
That's what I was thinking too. So I was thinking Bray Wyatt probably can't headline. I mean, I guess maybe Paul Heyman headline because it's Philly.
She's only
okay, and I also suggested Alondra Blaze induct.
That's what I think.
Bull Nakano.
Probably definitely going to happen.
Medusa, whatever they bill her as.
That's probably
everyone's like, have the Kabuki Warriors. I'm like, yo, that's kind of racist.
No.
She looks way different now.
I'll say this. I'm all for a Bray Wyatt induction. The only problem I have is rumor has it Hillbilly Jim is still giving his Hall of Fame speech.
Yeah, they gotta get him
just saying that joke never gets old. And then of course Paul Heyman being inducted into the Hall of Fame in Philadelphia. Who inducts him? And you can't say Brock Lesnar.
I mean, I said in the chat it would either be Tommy Dreamer, Bully Ray, or Stone Cold would be like my three that I would think of.
Austin makes sense. I saw somebody suggest CM Punk, which I like. Because I just think of like who could give a good induction speech.
I
don't know if RVD or, although Dreamer, has cut very emotional.
Dreamer would do a good job over it.
Yeah, because wasn't Tommy like the second hand, the right hand man?
Yeah, but that's it. It was Tommy Dreamer and Bubba Ray were like the two guys like sitting in his garage, like putting all the packages together for the TV show that week and doing all like.
Oh, okay. I didn't know Bubba had that close of a hand in there. Okay,
I never see Bubba Ray. It's too soon.
Oh, the Dudleys are in the WWE Hall of Fame, right? Or are they just in TNA?
No, they're in
WWE. I would say Tommy Dreamer would make the most sense. I wouldn't be surprised if they had Mick Foley, but you know who makes even more sense? Shane McMahon.
I was about to say it. I didn't want to. McMahon.
I thought that they were saving the headlining spot for Shane McMahon in the Hall of Fame.
No,
so
Mania 50
get the award.
He might get the Warrior Award.
For surviving his family. Okay, that's all.
The name on the plaque.
Oh my god. Not a bad idea though.
Also survived the leapfrog and Snoop Dogg.
And a helicopter crash. And like all sorts of stuff.
His son's got to go to the Big Ten now.
I'm on board. I'm on board for this now. I mean, it's all starting to make sense here.
I got you, Nick. I'm on your team.
Hey, man, his son's going to North Carolina to play football. He's got his other kid at Indiana.
Nick, what team is he playing for?
The Hoosiers.
The Hoosiers.
Oh, he actually said Hoosiers.
The Hoosiers.
What are you gonna do, Nick, if it was like the national championship and it was Indiana versus North Carolina in some weird ass fucking war?
They like Donna Kelsey split jersey.
Oh we have any other wrestling news?
But
What
so
other
for that
wrestling?
game though,
What's
instead
that?
of flipping a coin, they just a helicopter floats over, right, and then over the 50-yard line, Shane McMahon falls out.
Oh, no.
If he lands on his heads up.
Oh no!
Face down.
I mean, he's good.
Blackman up there with a kendo stick.
He's pretty good at jumping off the stuff. I think he'll be all right.
That's what they're gonna do for the UFXFL first game, inaugural game. The Rock is flying the helicopter like San Andreas. Get out there!
That's how the XFL does the new first possession. They throw Shane out of the helicopter.
Whoever is the first team to possess Shane gets the ball. And go.
I like it. I like all these are all. I'm all for it. The more Shane across every aspect of sports, the better for me.
He's so versatile.
Versatile, man. But, I don't know. More wrestling. I don't know. I just want to say, like, once again, what do you think is going to be? You think Paul Heyman headlines the Hall of Fame, or do you think they still have a headliner coming up?
I think it's Paul Heyman.
I think it's.
I mean, it makes sense being
in Philadelphia. Like,
that's true.
Do you think
like,
there'll
I'm
be
surprised.
I would say Bray, but they don't normally. I mean, they gotta like have the living people be like they don't normally do like passed away people as the headliner just because they're not there to accept the award. It's kind of lackluster.
You know what would be pretty wild? So, like, remember how when Terrell Owens got inducted into the NFL, the Football Hall of Fame, he did his induction ceremony at like his college or high school, whatever it was. Paul Heyman does his induction ceremony at the ECW arena. Refuses like whatever building that the Wells Fargo. He's like, "Fuck the Wells Fargo Center. This is too big." And just him, Tommy, and Taz in the ECW arena.
Old attitude Paul Heyman for that. That'd be so good.
You know, his speech is gonna be great too. It's gonna be a great
His speech is gonna be his speech. I think is gonna be really emotional.
Well, I just remember when they inducted the Rock and Roll Express, they had Jim Cornette do the induction. And I feel like Paul Heyman could say the same thing. He's like, "My name's Jim Cornette. This is a live microphone. And the guy with the bleep button is on Zyrtec or whatever the hell it was." Or I forget what it was, but yes, it was.
Zyrtec is allergy medicine.
Yes, I know. I'm trying. There's something.
Let's get there. Let's talk about drugs, Dave.
Let's talk about drugs. Drugs will get you suspended, and they suspended Darby Allin this week, or Sammy Guevara this week.
Shit. Speaking of drugs, I need to call my pharmacy. I'm going away for a week, and I'm almost out of antidepressants.
Didn't know what direction that was going. It's like, oh, I've got to call my drug dealer and get some more weed.
I live in Michigan. I don't have a drug dealer. It's
called a neighbor. Have some respect.
It's called a dispensary. I don't actually. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't fuck with weed. I think it's kind of stinky.
If it's not crack cocaine, we don't endorse it here on the Wrestling Nerd Broadcast.
And even that.
So if you're a dealer looking to get a sponsorship, give us a call.
Did y'all hear that Matt Riddle, the reason he got fired from WWE is because he failed multiple tests for cocaine? And like cocaine gets out of your system in like
minutes.
A day, maybe two. Yeah, I mean, he's in pretty good shape, so probably like a day. So come on.
Did you hear what
mountains of cocaine a day?
Did you hear what Pat McAfee said? They were like, "Do you think you could pass a WWE drug test?" He's like, "I'm on every drug they test for."
I don't like Pat McAfee.
I like the one. I like the one where Scott Steiner said they asked Scott Steiner if he ever took a drug test in WWE, and he said they only asked him one time. He said, "Okay, you go get Triple H, and we'll go take it together right now." And they never asked him to take it ever.
I remember that. And then he just fell down the card after that.
Oh,
that and he also called Stephanie the C word. So,
I mean, you know what they say. Cutie is an offensive word sometimes.
I know.
Was a cutie.
He called her what?
Chunky.
Oh my God.
He was never chunky. Get out of here, Garrett.
No, he called Stephanie that.
Like my peanut butter. Smooth and
Ew.
creamy.
No, man. Chunky peanut butter is disgusting.
Oh, I'm a smooth and creamy man. I don't like crunched my PB&J.
Nick likes crunchy peanut butter.
I don't really eat a lot of peanut butter. Crunchy, I guess, would be okay though.
No.
Not a big peanut butter guy.
That's like low class crunchy.
What's your Happy Meal order, Nick?
Happy Meal?
Happy Meal order.
Oh, like probably the burger or the nuggets. Can I get the two? Can I get? I'm a pretty big guy. I probably need 2 Happy Meals.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, you got another kid on the way. You're going to be able to get the dad tax with some French fries.
It's the real thing.
That's my transition into our last segment, and that is the big news that literally broke the internet last week.
Yeah.
That is Nick broke the internet with his announcement that he and Linda are expecting their next child.
Can we guess? We can guess
it. But I know.
I got some blue and pink on for the occasion, so
it's 100%. It's a girl. That's my guess.
Garrett, would you like in on this?
Man.
Put your spot at Mania on the line.
Hell no. 50-50.
It's okay to guess for free.
I'm gonna go with another boy.
Okay, we got 50-50.
One to one.
Dave, put your spot on the line.
I'm the executive producer. I can do whatever I want.
Put naming rights to the Dave Cave on the line, Dave.
No, God, no. That will never be a stipulation, people. Boy or girl. I'm going to go with baby boy.
Okay,
going
so 2
with
for boy, 1 for girl. Well,
he's like writing this down on the wall. You have other.
Well, is it baby Shane Stephanie McMahon, or is it baby Shane McMahon?
Shane or Shayna?
Shane or Shayna?
Shane or Shayna?
Well,
also,
I'm going to have myself a regular old Mean Street Posse because it's a boy.
Oh! I'm so mad.
We're coming for you, Young Bucks. So here's my question to y'all. What are my son's tag team names in 20 years when they come to retire the Young Bucks?
The Money Bucks.
The Money Bucks.
The Money McMahon Bucks. The Money Shane O'Mac Bucks.
No.
In Shane Carpentry.
The Founding Sons.
The Founding Sons, yes. I like it.
Chlorinated boys.
The Pool Boys. And they just start beating people with those big skimmers. They're drowning people.
Too Pool!
Can I be Rikishi and dance out with them? I'll be there, man.
Oh my God!
You put swim goggles on them.
Rikishi?
We got a gimmick and everything, man. Awesome. We come out with like some board shorts and like the big hats, like the big straw hats.
Oh no! They got this picture of you with your pasty white ass.
I'm literally crying. Oh shit!
It's too cool. No, I like it. That's it. That's the one.
Too cool. Daddy Nikishi.
If there's anything that is going to motivate me to live and continue to keep living, it is to make sure that I see the day where Nick and Two Pool do their coordinated dance when like they open the company.
Nick, when I die, that's required at my funeral. I'm not.
We'll lower you down into the deep end.
I will be getting cremated, so no. I want at my funeral service. This is recorded, so it's legally true. Yeah. I want Nick and his 2 children to do the Too Cool dance in full get-ups.
Okay, but we got this.
But your own gear, not like ripping off Too Cool, like your own like pool gear because it's Too Pool, and I want Nikishi in that busted thong with this spaghetti straps hanging down, dancing with your booty all up on my dead body.
So instead
but it's
of
like for the music, it's like the Too Cool music, but it's like violins playing or something.
It's like underwater violins.
So this is all inspired. I've never really talked about this on here before, but like I'm in the process of like slowly trying to start my own pool business and stuff. And I had a name picked out, but you know, like Two Pool.
Change now.
Two Pool's good, man. I'm copywriting that tonight.
I think that might be a t-shirt coming very soon to ProWrestlingTees.com. It's a pool shaped like a number 2.
Yeah, there we go.
I'm literally looking it up right now.
Well, I just have a Bluetooth speaker with the music playing while I clean the pools.
Well, here's the question: do you have a name picked out yet?
You don't
have to reveal it, but if you just have one in mind, because I'm just saying, you have, instead of Scotty Too Hottie, you have Owen All Knowing, and then
there you go.
we come out the name. I do not want to call your child Sexay, so try to not do it from jail.
He'll be like Grandmaster Sexay.
Grandpa Sexay.
I can get my dad out there too.
Oh my god.
I don't. It's too much. This
is the kind of content you come on this show for, folks. I'm finding this on anything else. We just created a full stable without even having to play 2K24.
Yeah. I have a question for our fans.
Okay.
Who is this? What mask is this?
Oh, I've seen that before.
So have I. It was.
Oh, is that Fuego?
Superstore mask. Who? What?
Fuego del Sol. It kind of looks like that.
It kind of looks like Fuego. I don't know.
I'm not Googling it right now.
I'm going to be mad if it is, because I tried to buy a Fuego del Sol mask.
Oh.
No, not him.
It's not Fuego.
Louis Vuitton, Ray Phoenix. Look at that. Louis, baby.
That's Louis Vuitton.
The creme de la creme.
That thing's
Louis
sick.
Vuitton Rey Mysterio.
No, that is cool.
Lucha Libre Superstore, man, on Whatnot. Dude's killing it. These are cheap. Buy 3, get 4th for free.
I went to an indie show once, and the Lucha Brothers were in the main event against War Beast, and it was like a death match. And before the show, Lucha Brothers were there. They had a little table set up, and so I wanted to buy a Pentagon mask, and they only had one out there. And so I was like, all right, I'll take it. And then I bought it, went and sat down, tried putting it on, and it felt like a child's mask. It was so small.
Oh.
And then I went back, and then they had 20 more masks out there.
Oh, no.
And I was like, oh, is this a kid's mask? And then they're like, no, it's an adult. I was like, because it doesn't fit me. Like, I know I've got a big head, but like, so it's just on a display somewhere.
I had a very similar situation happen when I met Fuego del Sol, ironically enough. This was like the day after he got the contract for AEW. And so I met, I was like, congratulations, this is awesome. I want to buy a mask. He's like, oh, I don't have any in adult sizes. I wasn't expecting any adults to want to buy a mask. I'm like, oh. You're just saying I got a big head, but I get it. It's cool. It's cool. Can we get a picture, please? But no, it was very, yeah. But I think Jared's bought a couple of Pentagon's masks before, like his Ringborn ones. So, which are pretty sweet. But they're fucking expensive, rightfully so. But yeah, I can't.
I mean, they're incredible too. I have a Penta mask. It's like a blue glittery, but the glitter comes off a little bit, and I don't like glitter.
No, can't have that.
So that's based on the display.
No. So do we have anything else to talk about, or is that it?
I'll be in New York next week.
Tom's coming to New York, everyone. Coming to New York and New Jersey.
Yeah. Tom, I was listening to last week's episode about your fascination with vanity plates.
Love it.
Yeah.
We started sending him some today.
Down the street from my old house, there used to be this like obnoxiously giant dark green Hummer that parked on the street, but the license plate said Big Guac. It was the big.
Wow.
I have a hot take. Guac is disgusting.
Fuck you.
I don't
absolutely disgusting. Oh, it's extra? No problem. I'll pay you to not put that shit anywhere near my food.
There was once oh gosh, what was it? Oh. Dave, you made me forget.
I'm sorry, Tom. But you can tell the world next week. I'm sure.
No, I won't be here next week.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh man, it's a TN, or the DN. You know.
Look at all these license.
Just
What was the
start
one
a
that What was
Instagram.
the one that I sent you this morning that like
I don't know,
randomly popped up on my Facebook
This
memory?
was a good one. Yeet.
Yeet.
This literally popped up on my Facebook memories today. Williams.
That's good.
Williams. So yes, if you have vanity plates, join our Patreon chat and you can send them directly to Tom. It's fantastic.
Megadeth.
Love it.
Wow.
Garrett is one of our very valued patrons. Garrett, so we thank you for supporting the broadcast. Congratulate you on winning the Rumble. I'm still going to kick your ass. NJP's at WrestleMania. Become the king once again. I'm getting married. I've got a ring.
Hold on. What did me and Tom get to do at WrestleMania?
We're going to need somebody to officiate.
Got it.
I'm going to need somebody in my corner, Nick.
Yeah.
I've always said you'd make a great heel.
My services are for sale.
Okay.
To the highest bidder.
I have a Virgil Hasbro I can sell you. Make sure you join our Patreon, patreon.com/WNRDB, ProWrestlingTees.com, where you can get your soon-to-be sold two-pool merchandise.
You should get sunglasses.
Wait, this is a really good one. I was looking for it.
Look at all those chickens.
Chickens. And then the license plate frame says, I love my chickens. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Wrestling NRD Broadcast, I'm your executive vice, Tom. Don't forget to subscribe to our patreon.com/Wrestling NRD Broadcast. That's spelled NRD. ProWrestlingTees.com/Wrestling NRD Broadcast. Also spelled NRD. You can go on Instagram and YouTube and Patreon and Facebook and Pro Wrestling Tees and Twitter and TikTok.
X.
I'm on TikTok, Tom Sasso. Don't forget to go to Tropical Smoothie Cafe and get a smoothie. And then also don't just like I got it, Dave. Just like Dwayne The Rock Johnson says.
No.
Honor your mother and honor your father. I like to take steroids on Wednesdays only. That is right, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget to tell your mother you love her and give her a sweet kiss goodnight. Mwah.
Just like Kevin Durant.
Just like Duran said, I'm walking on sunshine. just like Duran said, Blitzkrieg Bop. Just like Duran said, Footloose. Just like Duran said, everybody was kung fu fighting, just like Duran says, give me your money. I'm really poor. I spent $1,400 for this trip to New York and work's not paying me until I get back for what they're going to give to me. So I need your money. Give me your money. It's $50 a day to park in the garage in New York. Unfreaking believable. Someone give me $200. Don't forget, good night. Like Duran says, Beetlejuice.
It's not even a song.
Did I do it, Dave?
And God bless America.
Amen.